A community in Miami is trying to save itself from being erased. A new documentary called Razing Liberty Square chronicles personal stories of residents from Liberty Square as they learn about what a $300 million revitalization plan would do to their neighborhood and what is being called the newest form of racial injustice and climate gentrification. Let's take a look.
Miami is ground zero for sea level rise. We are the example of climate gentrification. When I was a child, my grandfather always would say, they're going to come take Liberty City because we don't flood.
Valencia Gunder and Katja Esson, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. It's an important documentary. And before we get into the questions, I would just like to hear climate gentrification. What is the broad definition of climate gentrification so everybody knows?
Yeah, so climate gentrification is the impact of the climate crisis that is driving, housing, rent in the market and business markets to go up and actually displacing communities and culture that we're seeing in Miami and all through the United States, actually.
Okay, so in 2017, the revitalization project first started in Liberty Square as homes were being replaced by this development. Katja, I'm wondering, you filmed alongside residents for 5 years. What did you see there that was so important to bring to a bigger audience?
Well, I started actually with a very historical interest in this one of the oldest public housing developments in the United States. And I just, as a European born in Germany, I couldn't believe that it would just be slated completely for demolition and would disappear. So I picked up my camera and I wanted to preserve something. And then when I started talking to people, I learned, well, they're actually sitting on the highest and driest ground in Miami. And it turned into something completely else, completely different then.
And so, Valencia, you've gone on to educate your community about climate gentrification, as we just laid out the definition for, to seek justice. So let's take a look.
Scientists say that we can expect around 6 feet of water over the next few decades. Parts of Miami Beach is at 0 feet above sea level, but Liberty City sits on a ridge, 12 feet above sea level. Oh. Because of climate change and sea level rise, people are moving into our community and shifting people out.
Yeah, so there it is. And how important is it for you to do that?
What we ended up doing starting in 2015 was to, start collecting data, figuring out the science and what is really going on. And although the people of Miami didn't necessarily have the terminology and the science, they were feeling the impacts of climate gentrification. So when I stepped out there to start educating people on climate gentrification, it was, accepted immediately. People were like, yes, we've been feeling this for a long time, and what can we do?
Talk to me about the importance of higher ground, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I mean, in its truest form is, what they may call us weather safe. In communities like Liberty City, Little Haiti, communities like Little Havana and Alapata, all Black, brown, working class, under-resourced communities, we were pushed to this community, and it just so happened that it doesn't flood, right? So the good thing is that we don't have to deal with flooding. The bad thing is everybody knows that, so they want to come take it. Higher ground is important because people would need a place to retreat, but unfortunately, we know that the most vulnerable populations won't be allowed to stay there, and that's why we've been calling to action.
Katja, this film questions who's in charge of the land, a theme through it. Is there an answer?
No, there's no answer. I mean, what I really want to do with our film is to start a conversation, about those questions, and also start a conversation between affordable housing movements and climate movements, and really make a point that they intersect, But no, I don't have the answer.
Right, but it's thought-provoking, and that gets a conversation started, and that's what this does, and it's very important. Thank you both, Katja, Valencia, for stopping in and telling us about this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can find more about the film and screenings at razinglibertysquare.org.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.